And how you guys doing? This is very serious in reference to history of things. In reference to who I am and who my parents are, it's on record. It's been documented my whole life. The fact that I'm a natural born hermaphrodite is not new to me. It's something I was born as. My parents was natural born hermaphrodites. Wasn't new to them either. My grandparents was natural born hermaphrodites. Wasn't new to them either. Dating back to the beginning of time of my family history. And in reference to the tricks and the abuses of stalkers, sexual abuse, sexual assault, the activities of government playing stupid is a crime. The times that people have physically assaulted me or abused me in their activities of government, or their curiosity of rendering me unconscious because they wanted to stick their hands in my pants, or they wanted to mess with my vagina, or they wanted to mess with my body. Those are crimes. They thought they'd want to check to see if somebody was a real hermaphrodite. It's on my birth certificate. It's in the royal protocol. It's in the media. The royal protocol in the media is not something new to me. And it's not new to directors or people that know me in the media, or people that knew my biological parents. It's not new to the Treasury either. So in reference to any politician or government man claiming they didn't know nothing about it, they're fucking liars. They need to look up the information in their databases. The fact of them trying to detour the situation of compensation and the activity of them trying to manipulate situations by accusating and trying to frame somebody is entrapment. Their activity of trying to block me from my mother and father's estates, making up accusations on me, is entrapment and fraud against them. Do you not understand that? The activities of these people trying to play stupid with who my biological parents are by confusing people, or people slandering my character, people damaging my face and teeth or legs or shoulder. They've been hitting me in the right-hand side shoulder there, and it's making a cracking sound and a noise. That's attempted murder. That's violations of touching with your satellite transmissions. That is abuse, and that is attempted murder. It says, do not touch me with your fucking satellites, government man. All the accusations that you have said for why you were doing this needs to get submitted into court. And you have to get put on trial for all your lies and tricks. And don't forget, I have royal diplomatic immunity. Royal diplomatic immunity. Which is not based on a political opinion. Or the opinion of society. I have American royal diplomatic immunity in America too. So in reference to any foreigner that tried to abuse me or tried to terrorize my life or claimed they were another royal from another country trying to steal my mother and father's estates, they must get prosecuted. I am the only child of my biological parents. The satellite man claims that he didn't like things about my looks or about my anatomy. I'm not their race, I'm not their child, I'm not their property. The man has to get prosecuted for any abuses. The activities of these satellite controllers damaging things, trying to alter things, slandering my character, and them trying to communicate political fucking names, because those are the satellite controllers that are representing those politicians in their crimes of abuses with satellites. They try to communicate their political names. Some other politicians try to communicate their names too, like Governor Cuomo, former Governor Cuomo, says hello sometimes, or Governor Christie says hello sometimes. But I don't think they're the ones abusing me with satellites. I think it's these other politicians. But the activities of these people and their curiosity or their accusations of blocking me from my mother and father's mansions with my information has been there since I was born. And they thought they were new to politics, like they didn't know where the database or information is. And they thought they would try to confuse the situation and trying to delay the information as their way of stealing from my mother and father's companies and estates, or them trying to steal from Ballet Pizza, these government people and their conspirators, or these people trying to steal my social media revenues by trying to play Photoshop in the media with my videos or photographs. Those men need to get prosecuted for their crimes. The activities of government people claiming they thought they'd start their preliminary beginnings, like they're trying to recycle their tricks of starting over with their tricks, when this has been going on for over 30 plus years. It's attempted murder every day. A lot longer than 30 years. All the delays, all the pretending that they didn't know the information. And then you check the hate club list, or you find out who's working for who in dirty government. You'll find out it's the same people that there was restraining orders against when my father was alive and when my mother was alive. And those are lifetime restraining orders too. And then that satellite man will say, oh, what happened to your parents? My parents was American and royalty. What do you think happened to my parents? Are you an American? You might be an American, but are you a royal American? Where'd you come from, government man? What race and religion are you? Plus, I'm a European royal, too. And I have royal status in some other places. So in reference to your tricks, government man, you think it's funny because your people was involved in the murder and theft of my parents, and your people stealing from the estates of my parents, and your people stealing my postal mail, claiming you were confused. You've orchestrated this activity of your confusion. You people orchestrated this whole situation with your so-called unaware lack of knowledge of the situation and the mishandling of information that you intentionally have done is a crime, and it is attempts of murder, and you must get prosecuted for your delays and your activities of stealing lawsuit monies and all the other tricks you've tried to play with your illegal credentials in the American government. You're violating the due process. You're violating the law books.